Welcome back to Just Ink It. We have a special guest today. I'm Leah.
I'm Tiffany.
I'm Gunner.
And I'm Brad.
And Brad has a special announcement about our contest.
Yes, so had a little bit of a problem with finding YouTube subscribers. And when we have thousands and thousands, it'll be harder. So we decided that what we're going to do is going to go based off of how many subscribers we have on YouTube. So when we hit 25 subscribers, we are going to give away one of these card arts that we took to Disney and got signed. Now, also, spoiler, it's not a real card. The cards have not been released, so we do not have special access to the cards. They are just card art, but it was really fun to interact with the characters when we got those signed. And so every 25 followers on YouTube, we're going to pick one Twitter follower and as a winner, and we'll send you out that card art along with a picture of the character if we could have taken one while they were signing it. If not, we have plenty of character pictures from our trip.
So yeah, we just got back from Disneyland, literally just about, maybe 10 hours ago?
Give or take a little bit.
Yeah. So we got back super late last night. I'm still a little jet lagged. Still trying to adjust to the East Coast time zone compared to the West Coast time zone.
I've never been out there 7 days, so that's where I'm like, I mean, I was pretty ripped two years ago when I biked across the country. I was pretty wiped out with the time zone thing, but I don't know why this time maybe it slowly adapted last time, but this time it has kicked my rear. In fact, me and Tiff were upstairs and I was clearing off some video footage and she was like, I'm not going to go to sleep. And then all of a sudden I heard, say, I'm not asleep. I was just, man, I heard myself snore like that. So,
yeah, I tried to wake myself up at 9:30 this morning in preparation to going back to work tomorrow. But that didn't work out so well because I woke up at 9:30 and fell back asleep till 12:30, which is 9:30 West Coast time.
That's right.
So it's about, she was waking up at the right time.
Right.
Did you guys all had a blast?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. I'm so sad I'm back in Ohio.
I had a blast.
Did you have a blast, Gunner? Gunner was home and we do some cleaning, so he was helping with the cleaning and got to see some fireworks and stuff though, right?
Yeah.
Got to see fireworks, got to hang out with some family. Went on a pedal paddle?
Yep.
Did you pedal? Just paddle. All right. But yeah, I had a blast. I can't even think. We talked last podcast a little bit about our favorite things, but we hadn't finished the trip yet. I was trying to think if there was anything. We did get a really cool dance party with Peter Pan and Wendy, and who else was there?
Aladdin,
Mad Hatter,
Alice.
Yep.
And it was like, we even talked to a cast member and they were like, we've never seen this many characters at once in this area.
Yeah.
So it was pretty magical. It was really cool.
What were they playing? It was You Got a Friend. No, not You Got a Friend.
Never had a friend like me.
Never had a friend like me. Yeah. Awesome. Well, as we have Tiffany here as a guest, because we are going to start a Disneyland tier list.
Yes.
So we are going to start a Disneyland tier list with attractions, and we went through every one of the attractions. And the ones we didn't, we kind of could talk about. But we're going to go in alphabetical order. We're going to start, which is now being refurbished, Alice in Wonderland.
I would put that it's hard for me to put it really, really low because it's an original, one that Walt kind of had a say in. Mm-hmm. So it's hard for me to put it super low. I would put it in.
We got S, A, B, C, D, which S being superior, and then because Tiff struggles with this, so
I
didn't understand it. And A, it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, however you want to put it. But
I would say A or B.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought.
That's hard because, like you said, Walt. That's an original.
Yeah,
it's not like some super high tech ride, but
it's very pretty. It's one of those dark rides where they put the color vibrance in it so that it makes it look really pretty.
They're refurbishing it, so it might be better. But I would say B's fine.
Yeah. B's good.
All right, next up is Animation Academy. So this is an attraction. This actually, I would put it in A tier. I think maybe we can tweet out our Bruno pictures.
Yeah, we gotta put our we should put out like who thinks it did it best. So I would say I would put it in A or S just because I really loved it.
I wouldn't say S, but I would definitely say maybe A. What do you think? Tiff doesn't like it because she drew fat Bruno.
Mine was fat.
He ate a lot of rats, I guess.
He did, apparently.
He did. Oh my word.
I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm good with A.
I think an A tier would
Because
be
it is
fine.
actually
Yeah.
it's underrated.
It is
Like
underrated.
if you ever go to Disneyland, I would say it is a must do. So
I
I would
would
have to
too.
put it at least A. Astro Orbiters.
So for me, because it's in Walt Disney World, I like it better in Walt Disney World. I would put it
For the
Dis-
tire. It's like up
yeah.
on top.
So
Because they don't have a people mover out here.
no. So for like Disneyland, I would say it's like this is gonna sound like maybe a deep cut to some, but a C.
Yeah, that's my thought.
I
I mean,
was-
it's not horrible, but it's.
I'm with you guys there. So
Okay,
it's not
cool.
too deep of a cut. I'd actually go all the way down to D.
I could put it at D
Because it really wasn't. It really wasn't. We'll go C tier. I don't know that you guys can ever put anything. Actually, let's go D. Are you guys
Yeah,
good with D? Because
I'm good with D.
in comparison to Disney World, which we probably shouldn't compare it, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
Like
it's
Disney
not.
World is so much better with Astro
Yeah.
Orbiter.
plus you can see the castle like
Yeah.
so clear. Like I guess you could have there at night too, but
It just wasn't the
The
same.
one at Disney World's higher off the ground. Too, so
Yeah.
that helps.
Autopia.
This might be an unpopular opinion too,
Yeah.
but I really hated that.
But I'd say a D.
I would say
Okay.
a D too.
Well, I would
The
actually
alignment on
okay.
those little cars was
Was
way off.
rough.
Okay. I would have said B because I actually
Did you?
I thought it was better than I expected though. I went into that ride expecting it to be a D tier, and then it was B in my book.
Wow.
I know. That's a really maybe unpopular opinion too. So could we go C maybe?
C's a good. That's a good.
Because I think it's better than Astro Orbiters because it's
I
longer.
actually would ride
it's longer.
Well, it is longer.
It's
Yeah,
a-
it is very. No, it is very long. I will give it that. Like,
That's
and it's but and it is one of the older rides.
it is.
but-
I've never rode it at Disney World,
I haven't even.
and so this was new for me, and I actually really liked it. So.
I just would never wait
Okay.
over 40 minutes for that.
In
ride.
the
Yes.
attractions is the bakery tour. We did not get to do that, so sadly we can't
we gotta
really
scratch
rank
that.
that one. Big
But
Thunder.
it sounds delicious.
It does sound
does.
good.
Big Thunder Mountain.
S.
We rode it the most.
I was
We rode
gonna
it
say, are
4
we comparing
times.
that? Yeah, it was. I thought it was better than Disney World's.
I
It
did
was
too.
good.
Big Thunder Mountain, we're going to the S. It was not near as much of a chiropractic adjustment as the one in Disney
Yes.
And it's
Um,
the thing with it. Everything was working. The
World. Yeah,
animatronics.
animatronics were working. It was a lot of fun, and we rode that one the most. So I guess we have to put it in S tier.
I would
Yeah,
think so.
S is
It's not
good.
top of S tier, but we'll put it in S tier. Buzz Lightyear. I lost, so
Yeah, he was.
He was a little bitter.
He was a little lost.
but I still
Poor
say
sport
that's
on
like
that
a
one.
B tier ride.
I would put it
Yeah.
I mean, I
It's-
guess it's what you're looking for. Like, it's not really a ride.
D. No, it's well to me.
It's an attraction.
The exact same thing as Disney World,
Yes.
like copy and pasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, this wouldn't be a must do, but it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you have to do that if you go, but it is cool once.
It
if you've
is,
never
yeah.
done it, do it.
Yeah,
If you've done it at Disney World,
don't worry about
don't
it.
worry about it.
And even the ones we're putting on D tier, like if you've never rode them,
Ride
Ride them
Ride 'em
yeah.
once. Yeah.
Exactly.
But-
Exactly.
yeah.
All right, so that's B. Casey Jr.
We were squished into this
We
thing
were-
like sardines.
Yes.
yes. I think it was.
What is
It was
Casey
like-
Jr.?
Oh,
It's
it's
a
it's a train, and
A
it's like
small
we were
little
in a
train.
cage.
It-
So
yeah.
think Dumbo. It's
I
yeah.
seen it. It's that little thing.
Yeah.
We were squished in like sardines.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. We definitely made new friends that night.
Yes, we
Yeah.
did. We actually there was a family from I think they were Pakistan, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but they were really a lot of fun. I think we were the only adults on the train.
Yeah, without
Yes.
minors. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
pretty
Like
sure.
that
There
group
was
too,
no-
like
yeah.
the people that were with us, I think, and then she was just like crammed us all into one
One-
cage.
We
It
kind of
was-
looked at her like, we can all fit. She's like, yeah, go ahead. And I'm like, okay.
All right.
sure.
We were on top of each other,
Yeah, very
And
much
then-
so.
as an understatement.
What tier would you put that?
I would say a C. I think.
Yeah, I would say C. I mean, because it's one of the classics,
Yeah.
but
So
yeah.
yeah, I would say a C. What do you think, Brad?
I'm good with C. And the Centennial Park, like we didn't do it, but we were up there. If you have kids, that's an S rank.
Yes, yeah, S plus. If you have kids, yes.
Yeah.
And if not, you might look a little weird up there.
A little bit.
Wait, what is it? What is it?
It's a kid. It's like Toontown.
It's like a huge playground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple rides back
There's
there
a couple
too,
rides.
but
Like that's where the Runaway Railroad is.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that was a really good ride.
Yeah,
I
that
like
was-
that one.
yeah, it was good.
At Disney World.
But yeah, Centennial Park. I mean, definitely. I would say. It's so hard because it's dependent on kids.
Yes.
So we won't give it a rank. But if you
Yeah.
have kids, it's an S tier area because that's where Chip and Dale's Gadget Coaster is.
Yes.
It was a guilty pleasure.
It was.
It was. We went and rode it. We were again probably one of the only adults without kids.
It was
there.
very short.
It was
Very
very
short.
short.
A
If you
D tier for the wait, and when I saw it at
Yes.
times that it was an hour wait,
yeah.
Really?
and
Yeah.
I don't know. Literally, the ride might have been a minute long.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe a minute.
maybe a minute.
And like if you've rode Flight of the Hippogriff in
Yes.
Universal,
Similar.
it's very similar to that.
Vibes, yeah.
Very quick, very like kiddie, but it was fun. It was cute.
I'd say C.
I would say C.
I mean, if we're gonna do
Yeah.
Casey Junior C though, that makes it feel a little weaker. Like
Yeah.
that makes Casey Junior down to D tier.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm okay with
I
it being
would
D tier.
say that's good with me.
Yeah.
Davy Crockett. So we didn't
Oh,
do this
gosh.
experience.
What is this?
Davy Crockett.
Yeah.
That's the one where you go across to the island. It's Treasure Island.
Oh.
We didn't end up doing it. We
yes.
rode the boat around the island.
We looked at it though.
We looked at it. It looks really cool. Like I would say a lunch over there would be apt. Like a packed
Yes.
lunch would be amazing over there.
100%.
Then kind of walk
Um,
around, just kind of chill.
Yeah, there's tons of walking trails. There's some bridges.
I listened to a Disney podcast that the one guy was saying like he likes to go over there and just like chill for the day while his family will go and ride rides,
Mhm.
and it's like I mean I could totally
And
see that.
And if you went over there later,
Yeah.
like it'd be a perfect bathroom stop. Like
There's
it's
a bathroom
there's
over there,
like-
yeah.
And there's like nobody over
there's
there.
No.
nobody over there. So like you literally, and then you could sit in the shade during
Yeah.
the day.
If you've just
I would-
been peopled out at Disney, that's the place to go.
See,
Yes.
I mean, it's not really. I mean, if we're gonna put it as an attraction,
Yeah, because there's not really any rides on it. It's just
No.
more
it's
of a
just-
walking
I'd
path.
say- and we don't know that for sure because we
Right.
didn't go over.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, the Disney Gallery up front.
S.
Yeah.
I don't know about S, but I would say A.
I would say
A.
A just because of the history and everything.
Yeah.
And if you've done it before, of course, that drops those out. Like this is one of those that you go back and do it again. I would go.
I would
again.
go do it again
Yeah.
for
I would
sure.
totally do it again.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
And they switch the stuff out sometimes too.
So A,
Yeah.
monorail.
If we're comparing it to Disney World,
Yeah.
S, because that monorail was incredible. It was like high tech. There were seats everywhere. You didn't have to stand the entire time. And after a day in Disney, that's always nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'd still go with A because
Really?
if we're going S, you're thinking Guardians. You're thinking.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. That's
like
true.
what was our other S? Big Thunder Mountain.
Yeah. And
Well,
Yeah.
just
the
a
monorail's a
train.
classic.
Yeah, and then the train actually there I would actually almost put it as S tier there.
Well, but keep in mind we have not rode the one at Disney World
We
because
haven't.
it was
That's
closed.
true. That's
But we're
true.
going Disneyland, right?
Yes.
So we've talked about some comparisons, but
The train was really cool, and it's
I'd
one
say
of
if
the
it's like
more
the monorail,
originals,
we'd
yeah.
put it as A.
Yeah.
Stories with Mr. Lincoln. I
B.
slept through it, so what do you guys think?
Yeah, you did. I put it in a B.
On the nostalgia factor, it
It
was
was-
cool
It
because
was
it's one
10
of the.
p.m. by the way.
It's
Yeah.
it's one of
Our
the ones he
last day.
created for like the World's Fair. So.
Yes.
Yeah, B.
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 B's
It's
good.
if you've done Carousel of Progress in Disney World,
Yeah.
I would say Carousel of Progress is better.
Yes.
But I really do just love the nostalgic factor, like Tiff said.
Isn't it
100%.
literally just President Lincoln talking?
Yes.
No, it's a little
Kind
more
of, a little
before.
more than that.
Yeah.
There's some little cool little things.
It was the ending gave me
Wow.
goosebumps just because it's like of how far we've come.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it was just really neat to see like from
Mhm.
when they made that, what was happening.
That is one if
Now.
you do
Yeah.
once, you could do it twice just to take a nap.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is a very good nap spot.
It's a
Yes.
great nap
Very
spot.
good.
You get a 15-minute nap and you're ready to go for the
In
rest
the
of the
air
day.
conditioning, I highly suggest it during the afternoon.
Yes.
Very much so.
Yes.
Maybe twice.
Well, I think that's all for this week. We're gonna go ahead and finish that whole tier list eventually, and then we'll post it on Twitter. But that is you can agree or disagree. We would love to hear some of your comments if you've rode some of those rides that we talked about. We would love to hear your comments, and below you can comment about it and let us know what your favorite of those is and what you would say we shouldn't have ranked as high or ranked as low. Because maybe you love Casey Jr. and you're upset that we put it in D
Yes.
tier.
In
Maybe
that
you'd
case,
love
I'm
to
sorry,
be
but-
caged into a ride.
Yeah.
With people from another country that couldn't even understand you. So that was, but it
We
was
were-
cool.
We were trying to make jokes.
But we
but-
spoke
Yeah.
the Disney language, so
We
that
did.
was cool.
Yeah.
So, all right.
All right, so now it's time for our special guest from lorcanacast guest podcast.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so we taped a interview with lorcanacast, and so we'll let you listen to that now.
We have Sugi here as a special guest from lorcanacast, and Brad, why don't you lead off with the questions?
All right, we're gonna ask you a couple questions just to get to know you better. We first off, are you going to Gen Con?
Yes, I am, and I cannot believe it is just around the corner.
Yeah.
I know, we're so excited, and we're excited to meet people. So that's
We
exciting.
actually just got our badges today.
Yeah, we did. We
Yeah.
finally did. So, well, Leah got hers a while ago.
Yeah, I
because
got mine about a week ago.
it was
That
such
must have felt really nice.
It did.
Yeah.
It felt really good.
We're Weaver, she's Ammon, so she got hers a lot quicker.
Yeah.
my-
Okay.
So first off, your name, we've got you as Sugi. What is you have some team members too, right?
Yeah, so the team consists of myself, I'm Sugi, and then we have got Skef and Chris Bates. So the three of us have known each other for quite a while, since the old Star Wars Destiny days from Fantasy Flight Games.
Yeah, we played that for a little
Yeah,
bit.
yep,
Not
I
like
remember
that.
competitively, but kitchen
Yeah,
table.
the three of us, we played very heavily. I played competitively, so did Skef, and then Bates played competitively and he judged. So he was always kind of mixing it up between playing or judging as a TO. So that was a lot of fun. And yeah, we've been talking about trading card games and just been, really cool ever since.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
And then what attracted you to Lorcana? So like what's your, I guess I would call it your origin story, right?
Yeah, that's a really great question. And I think it's a fun one for everyone because pretty much everyone has their own unique twist on the story. So my love is trading card games and just games in general. I've been around the industry for a while. I've helped design some games, I've helped play test some games, I've helped develop games. So anytime there's a new game on the market, like I'm interested in it. And then I love Disney. It's a part of like who I am. So when I heard that we were finally getting the concoction of a Disney IP on a trading card game, it's like, okay, cool. I'm immediately interested and I want to know who's doing it, what the mechanics are, all the stuff like that. So it wasn't really honestly terribly hard to get me attracted to Lorcana.
Yeah.
It was very, very, very easy.
I was super excited in the fall. Like I was even tempted. Like I'm like, we should buy the D23 promos. Like back when they were, I mean, not affordable, but they were definitely a lot cheaper than they are now. And I totally lost track of it until like a couple months ago. And I'm like, whoa, wait, it's out.
hmm
I wanted to know what games did you create?
So I have worked with I was a play tester for Plaid Hat Games when they made Summer Wars. So I know the developers for that. There are a couple friends of mine who did an indie game. It was I'd have to look it up. I can't remember who published it, but it's a 2D fighting game using cards, kind of like trading cards. So that was a fun one. We worked on that one for like 2 or 3 years. I've helped develop and play test some of the what is that? Is it Flotilla?
Okay.
I need to look up the game. It's like I did this back in the mid 2000s, so it's been a moment. We did some play testing for Star Wars Destiny. There's some games I'm under NDAs I can't talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've just kind of all across the board.
That's really cool.
That's extremely cool.
Yeah. Well, Gunnar, you want to kind of
Yeah,
answer
so,
some of this, but
So what is your like TCG history? I know you were talking about like how you did like Star Wars Destiny and stuff, but like besides that, what was some of your TCG history?
Yeah. So I actually started my first trading card game back in Pokemon base set.
Nice.
So
Nice.
I'm a little older. I've got ankle pains.
Hey, I'm
So
42, so
okay, you've got me beat by a little bit.
yeah,
So
I
that's
figure we're
fair.
probably pretty close. And that's cool.
So I started playing Pokemon in the I think it was the juniors division back in the day,
Oh,
uh, competitively, and then eventually I moved into like I remember when Yu-Gi-Oh first came out, like the first set, and then I got eventually into Magic, and then there was the World of Warcraft trading card
oh yeah,
game,
that was big, bro.
and there was Kaijudo and Duel Masters, and like I played so many
Did,
trading card games. Legend of the Five Rings, Netrunner,
Wow.
um like the original Digimon trading card game, the first one that was very bad. It was a rock paper scissors. Like I remember when Upper Deck sold Konami card or the Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and when Wizards of the Coast produced Pokemon, like all of those things are kind of part of my history. And then of course, as I grew older, I played things like, Destiny. I played all the FFG LCGs, like the Game of Thrones card game and all the Warhammer card games. And then obviously there's Buddy Fight, Card Fight Vanguard, Weiss Schwartz,
yeah,
um,
kind of a
you name it.
revival of
I've
card games right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you name it, I've
Trans-
probably played it.
Transformers, the one the Wizards made.
I did play Transformers. That card
Oh,
game was fun-ish,
oh, I loved it. But
but
I'm
it
a
was
Transformers fan,
so I love Transformers. The problem was that game was a cash cow. You won because you paid money for the cards. Like
yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
you bought your deck. Like
Yeah,
the other problem was it was a little too linear for my taste. It was like if you get this certain sequence, you win, and if you don't, you lose.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So as a collector, it was fun. As a player, it was very boring. Like it was so linear.
And
So
Gunner.
a little bit about me. I'm a control player. I like to have
Oh
very
yeah.
I love odd decks. I love strange decks. I love alternate win conditions. So if it's a deck or a game that's linear, I have zero interest in it. If it's something that lets me express myself, I get to play in just weird and unique styles. I love games like that because it allows me to challenge you to figure out what I'm doing.
You have
Wow.
your fair share of card games.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I've been playing like a lot of card games.
I would say.
Awesome.
I will say though, most trading card games have a very similar skeletal system.
Yeah.
So the way they use resources and the way they have life points or in Lorcana lore or whatever terminology you want to use, they're fairly similar. Now there are some outliers like Netrunner and Legend of the Five Rings. Those are very, very unique systems, but they still have the same premise of kill your opponent in some capacity. So, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
get rid of their life points and Yu-Gi-Oh, knock out their Pokemon, so on and so forth. They all have pretty much the same end goal. Get to this point, win the game.
Yeah.
So it's really fun to play trading card games because once you've seen like Flesh and Blood is an amazing card game. Everyone should try it.
Yeah, I still have not tried it. My buddy's been trying to get me into it. I kind of gave up card games for a bit when Transformers died because it made me really sad. But yeah, it sounds great. Sounds fun. Would love to play it eventually.
Try Flesh and Blood. I think you would enjoy it. It is a lot thinkier than
Yeah,
most
that's what
trading
I
card
heard.
games.
Yeah. Gunner actually was our first round of card games was Transformers, and Gunner made Worlds in Nashville a couple
You
years
mean
ago.
Pokemon?
Nice.
Pokemon, yes,
Yeah.
yes, not Transformers.
Oh, okay. That's still pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was in juniors and I managed to make it to Worlds.
He was
What
one
year was
away
that?
from day 2, so he was pretty excited. So,
I dropped out of trading card games.
No, that's fair.
Leah had bad experiences with people, but she absolutely is loving the Transformers.
No, the Disney.
Or the Disney. Well, I told you. I'm looking at the Transformers mat I have in front of me. That's the problem. I keep
Don't worry, I'll correct you. It is Disney.
It is Disney. Yes.
Yeah. So with Worlds, what year were you playing?
What was it?
Nashville. So it was 20. I think it was 2018. I'm pretty sure.
2018. So that would have been what, like Pikarom, Reshazard?
Yeah, he played a baby Buzzwole deck basically.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
you're that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know that deck.
yeah. I played that in Garbodor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was helping people get ready for NAIC. So we were prepping like the Reshazard and the
Oh, yeah.
the Pikarom and then the Fat Rat. We were running reps with those decks like hundreds of times.
I was in Memphis that year. I actually played a Hoopa Wobbuffet Mew deck with no energy and just hate.
Yeah, I remember that deck. Yeah.
That was really mean.
Have you seen the new stuff? Like, it's really fun right now.
Yeah, I heard the meta is really, really good right now. My buddy still plays some, so and I was kind of sad we were gone during NAIC this year because we're Ohio, so Columbus is kind of our home area to go to NAIC for sure.
Oh, wait, that's where it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been cool to go to.
Well, all right.
Yeah, so I got one more question for you. What is like a fun fact about you? Like something that we wouldn't know?
Oh, that is a great question. What do I want to reveal to the public?
That's always the question, isn't
A
it?
scary proposition. I was at one point the second best or third best, depending on the rankings where you were, kill team player for Warhammer in 2018, 2019.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow, that's awesome.
Is that the card game or the actual Warhammer?
That was the actual miniature game.
Oh yeah, that'll take a lot of your money, right?
Well, so Kill Team is a skirmish game, so you only needed about 10 models.
Oh, that's
so
nice.
It was basically a box of models. So with a
Okay.
rule
A little
book and
better
a
than-
box, it was like maybe $80 or $100, maybe.
Okay, that's not as
That's
bad.
not too bad.
But the game itself can take a lot of your money, correct?
So if you're playing Warhammer 40,000 proper, it's not different from a trading card game. You can go as deep as you want. So you could spend hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars, or you could just get enough to get your army rolling, which is dependent on the army. Could be, $800, $1,200. But the offset is trading cards and board games and things. They generally cycle through a phase. So, like, for example, Magic cards. If you buy Magic cards today and you buy $1,200 worth of Magic cards, those cards will probably not be worth $1,200 in the next 10 to 12 years.
Yeah.
With Warhammer, when you buy models, they retain their value forever.
Okay.
So the
If you
only
ever
thing
got
that
out of the game, you could like resell it.
Yeah, so if you it's even more interesting than that. If you paint your models decently to very well, you could quadruple the value of your models.
Oh wow.
My gosh.
So Warhammer is one of the few hobbies that if you spend the time making your models look good, the value actually goes up significantly because a lot of people want armies that are painted and they'll pay commissioned artists to do it. But if you said, hey, 10 years, you buy an army today and in 10 years you offload it, if it's well painted, you could say, hey, I have this fully painted Space Marine army and you might have paid $1,000 for it. You could probably get $2 or $3 grand for it if it's well painted.
Oh man.
That's really interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that is actually a career for a lot of people is they take commissions and paint people's armies.
That's how you can pay. That's how you pay for your Disney trips. Right?
Yeah, that's my next Disney trip fund.
We just got back from Disney, and Leah sends me and my wife a message that says, "Hey, Tokyo, by the way, is $2,000 a piece to go to Tokyo Disney."
But listen, 1300
That's not bad.
of that is
the
flights.
ticket, yeah,
Is the flight, yeah.
Yeah.
If you can find a way to get those flights discounted, the trip is actually not that expensive.
Tokyo is actually pretty cheap.
I was looking at like a Best Western just for fun. It was literally like $73 a night, which is like so much cheaper than the US, and I don't know how that makes sense.
All
Things
right,
are
Leah's
a
got-
little more expensive in the U.S. right now.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
well, Leah's got her final 2 questions. So.
Yeah, I'm the Disney person more than the trading card person, so I'm gonna go with the Disney questions.
Yeah, sure.
So, what is your favorite Disney animated movie?
I am going to say quite comfortably. I'm gonna get some I'm gonna get some pushback on this, but I believe that stop animation is animation because it's in the word. So Nightmare Before Christmas is my favorite
I can't take. I'm
animated
not
film.
mad at you for that at all.
Leah loves Nightmare.
I
Before
haven't
do.
seen it, but I've heard it's really good.
If it wasn't called stop animation, I would argue that's not a legitimate answer, but it's in the name.
It
Yeah,
is. It is.
It is. It is.
No, I completely agree. The music in that is top tier.
Yeah, Danny Elfman knows what he's doing. He does very, very well composing that score.
Oh my gosh, yes, yes, and it can get stuck in your head for days.
yes, I will say
Yeah.
that. For
And the
sure.
characters are just timeless, really
yes.
interesting like juxtapositions of like different people's personalities and like
Oh, for sure.
the way they perceive things. It's like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Right. It's always neat to see it from the artistic point of view.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
All right, and for the other Disney question, what is your favorite Disney parks ride?
This response should not surprise you in the least. It is the Haunted Mansion and the Haunted Mansion Holiday at
Yeah,
Disneyland.
Yup.
Haunted Mansion is a good ride.
Yeah.
My goal is to get to Disneyland for their Haunted Mansion overlay for the holiday theme.
Yeah, so don't go in September.
No.
Don't go in October. Go either in early November or the week between Christmas and New Year's. Christmas is awful, New Year's is awful, but like the 3 days between are super extra dead.
Oh, cool.
Oh, cool. There
Good
you
to
go.
know. Good
Are
to
you
know.
now? You from the West Coast, or that
I'm
area?
from Los Angeles. We
Oh!
lived there until I was like 16, so we
Oh,
moved
cool.
in
Wow.
01. So like
Awesome.
we went to Disneyland all the time.
That is awesome.
That's cool. Yeah, we did actually. We started out the trip with Walt's tour, and being at
Yeah.
the Walt's room was pretty
That
phenomenal.
was incredible. His apartment, like, yeah, it's aged, but it just was so amazing to be in the same room, like that he thought of everything.
Yeah, it's a really special place, especially if have you all been to Disney World?
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Okay, so you probably noticed Disneyland is way more compact,
Yes.
but it's way more homey. Like it
Yes,
feels,
that's what we said. It felt
Yes.
less touristy.
It was intimate, and that's what I loved
Yeah.
about it. It felt
Yes.
So cool.
like it really did feel like welcome home.
Yeah. So what a lot of people don't realize is Disney World is about 80-90% tourists and
Mhm.
Disneyland is about 80% locals.
That's what
Yeah,
we figured. We
yeah.
found that out real quick.
There are not many people who are traveling as tourists. So
Mhm.
most of the
Yeah.
people there go for like 2 hours. They're
Mhm.
all annual pass holders. It's really lackadaisical because hey, I've ridden Indiana Jones 500 times. I don't really care.
Right.
So
And it's-
everyone's just so much nicer and so much more relaxed and not
Oh, for
tense, and
sure.
you don't
I
have
mean,
mothers with strollers trying to kill you because it's like if we
yes.
don't ride the small world, I'm not gonna get my money's worth. You're in my way. It's like okay, lady, you
Yup.
go ride the small world. You go do that.
Right? Exactly. I even told like Brad and Tiff, I don't remember what day into our trip it was, but it was like I said, "Man, I've had more people come up to me and actually like talk to me and like guide us on like what's best to do here and how to plan the day the best way you can." Where in Florida, people are just so hustle and bustle. They're
Yeah.
just walking with a purpose,
It's
and
nuts.
yeah,
Yeah. And I think the food is better at Disneyland than Disney World personally, but I am horribly biased.
I will say like the grab food stuff was great. We liked the sit down meals
Yeah.
at Disney World were really
Yes.
good. Disneyland
Yeah.
wasn't bad. It's just like we just did the 2 buffets. So it
Yeah.
was like-
Actually, okay, I'll clarify my statement. Disney World has the superior food in general, just because they have like 800 million
Epcot.
places to go.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
and they also grow a lot of their stuff, like tons.
Yeah,
of
yeah. Well, I mean, you have like, goodness, California Grill, Ohana.
Yeah.
Like there's so many really good places, but in the park. So if you have Disney World, so if you have the Magic Kingdom versus Disneyland, I'll
Yeah.
give Disneyland the food award any single day. Because
Yeah,
Oh,
I would
yeah,
agree with you. We really
100%.
enjoyed the food.
I
did you
would
guys get to
say-
go to Blue Bayou?
No, we didn't get it
No.
booked in time.
I think we got every churro though. You possibly could.
Yes, the churro cards are so much better.
Yes,
They're
they
so
are.
good.
They're
So
crunchier.
good.
Oh
They
yes,
are.
crunchier, and there's so many different options. Like
Yes.
got-
Did you get the one with the chocolate dip?
No, but we got apple pie. The apple pie one was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. That's a
I love
good
the
one.
Caliente one. Leah's allergic to red, so
I couldn't
she
have
couldn't
it.
have that one. But I.
That's
totally-
fair. That's
totally
fair.
agree.
And then did you get the classic Dole Whip over at the booth right
Oh
by
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Tiki
Yep.
Tiki
We
room?
watched
Okay.
the Tiki. We went to the Tiki Lounge. That was one of the
Yeah.
last things we did.
Yeah.
We ate our Dole Whip in the Tiki Lounge.
Yep.
So. And then we
That-
went on
that
a
is,
Small World. We got off a Small World at midnight. We did a couple 16-hour days.
Yep.
We were like, we're gonna get every bit of it that we can. So.
But you got to ride like the Matterhorn. Did
Oh,
you get to
yeah.
ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway?
Yep.
The
And
Matterhorn was not my favorite though. I can't lie.
I will say, yeah, we felt like Disney World's version, like Everest, was better than.
Yeah. than
Well, they're two
Everest.
different rides though. One is a
Yeah,
roller
they are.
coaster.
100%.
One is a let's just go down in big circles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like too.
And we did get to see Rogers the Musical, so that was exciting.
Oh, that was
Okay,
awesome.
yeah. Did you get to go to our Fantasyland where you have like Alice in Wonderland and the
Oh, yeah.
the story boats where you
Oh,
go
yeah.
through Monster?
Yeah.
Those were amazing. And then
They
we
were.
also were so impressed with the character interaction.
Oh my
Yes,
So
they're so much
than
better.
Disney World.
Yeah, yep.
Like, we had a moment where we had Aladdin,
Mad Hatter.
and then who else was there?
Alice,
Alice,
Peter
Mhm.
Pan and Wendy.
It was awesome. It was so cool.
All in one
So-
area. They were dancing. The one cast member was even like, "We never see this."
Well,
Disneyland is just a weird amalgamation of just like legitimate magic. It's really hard
Yeah.
to say
Oh,
it, and
yeah.
people are like, "I've never been. How could it be?" You just kind of have
Gotta
to
do it.
go.
You
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
do it.
If
Yeah.
you
and,
don't
and park
understand-
hopping is so different. It's
Yeah, you walk
wonderful.
across the street.
Right.
And it's so immersive. Like, I love Cars Land. I'll still always I think that is one of the coolest.
Oh,
things.
Radiator Racer. Yeah, Radiator Springs Racers is so good.
It's just, it's
Did
beautiful.
you
I
get
could-
to ride Web Slingers?
Yes.
yeah,
I
yeah, that was
actually
fun.
have read that one. It is really good.
Yeah.
We got
I
to
could
ride that.
spend hours in Avengers Campus.
Avengers Camp is cool, and then you rode not Guardian or the not Tower of Terror.
Yeah,
I'm a
it's
little
really
I'm a
great.
little bitter.
Yeah, I can
yeah.
understand that.
Guardians is a great ride. Like I'll give them that. It's super fun. But
Yeah, it's a
I'm
great ride. But yeah,
I am old school. I remember when they
Yeah.
built the Tower of Terror, and it's like I think we
But-
rode it opening week. We waited like 8 hours in line,
Oh
and
my
we rode it
goodness.
once. It was like,
Did
oh my
you-
gosh, this is amazing.
Have you ridden on the Guardian since it's been turned over?
Yeah. I've been.
Okay.
I was at Disneyland in 2021, so
Okay.
Okay.
I've
Did
been
you
there.
did you notice on the control box by the elevator it still says property of Tower of Terror? on the
Yeah,
side?
it
Yeah.
does.
Yep, we found that. We were like, oh, that's
Yep.
hilarious.
It was like a nice little sign there. I loved that.
hmm There's little homages to
Yeah.
the tower, but
Never
I mean,
forget.
Guardians is it is a superior ride. There's better technology, better screens. But I remember watching Twilight Zone with my dad like
Oh,
when I was
yeah.
a kid, so I have a little bit of that nostalgia for like
Right.
the black and white. Yeah.
Well, hey, it has been great. You and actually, you are our first. You
Yeah,
are our
you're
first
first.
guest on the podcast.
Ooh, how fun!
So that's
Yeah.
awesome. We're glad to have you. Can't wait to meet you at Gen Con, of course. That's going to be a blast to kind of just put faces with names and get to know people. Like, I can't wait. I am
Oh
so-
yeah. Did y'all get tickets for any of the
No.
events? No.
We
Okay.
got the learn to plays. We each got to learn to play.
Okay.
Thankfully, Scott Landis, who's with the Forbidden Mountain, we played Transformers with those guys. So I was on vacation when they said you could only have like one, so they gave us 3. And then, but I hit them up a day late, so I didn't get any of the starter deck challenge ones. So.
Oh well, I mean, at least you got something because you're
Yeah,
gonna
that's
get
what we said. We're there. We're
yeah,
there.
you're gonna
We
get the
got
decks, you're gonna get a
something.
booster.
I totally lapsed on the Sunday that they went on sale, and yeah, I was so mad. I realized at 3 that I totally forgot to go in and get them or try
Well,
to.
here's the thing: like, do you really want the pressure of trying to perform and get to top 8, or would you rather
Yeah.
just play games for fun?
I would have liked that. I think Gunner would have.
I would have
Leah's
preferred
probably
to
like
kind of
Yeah.
just chill and not have to do a top 8.
I get really anxious when it comes to competitiveness, like type things, unless I know the person really well. So I'm more of the person that would sit back and just play the game.
Yeah. So you get to enjoy the game in a relaxed environment,
Yep.
but you also have product. Like, what day?
Yeah, we're
is your
camping
one
out.
to
We're coming
play?
in Wednesday night. We didn't even get an Airbnb. We're coming in and camping out and trying to get.
Good lord, are you like sleeping at the convention hall?
Yep. The first night we are.
Wait,
I was gonna say, what is this? This is that Tom Hanks movie where he like lives in the airport.
Yeah.
Goes, like, function as he can.
Terminal, yes.
Terminal, yeah. You guys are gonna be taking like bathroom
No,
showers.
we have Airbnb. We have an Airbnb the rest of the week. So.
So are you flying or driving in?
Driving. It's 4.5 for us.
Where do you come from? Where's about?
Ohio. The Ohio.
I am bad at geography. Is that like north of
we come in from the east.
Where is
So we'll be going west. It's in
Indianapolis?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm coming in from Missouri, so I'm like
Oh, cool.
southwest of.
You're a Missourian. That's awesome. We have family out by Branson, like Springfield area.
Oh yeah, I'm in the Springfield area, so that's cool. Small world, huh? That's weird.
That is a small world.
Okay, that's funny because if you're ever in Springfield, I know where the stores are to play the Lorcana games.
Yes,
So
we don't have many family out there that we visit as much anymore. But
start making some trips out here. I got you covered.
Literally, Marionville. I don't know if you know where Marionville. And,
No, I don't.
Republic and
I do know where Republic is. Yeah.
So if you keep going past Republic, Marionville, home of the White Squirrel, that is where my mom's family would be from. That we went out there for many years, and actually I biked through there when I biked across the country both times. So
nice.
if I'd have known you then, I would have had somewhere to hang out.
Well, I just moved here a couple months ago, so I'm
Gotcha.
brand new. I moved for work.
Gotcha, awesome.
But
well, hey, it was great getting to know you. If do you want to shout out anything about your channel or maybe what our followers would find over there? Because obviously we want to send them all over there to follow lorcanacast. I always follow you guys' Twitter, and it's hard to keep up on Discord. I try, but my word, Discord is tough.
I don't hardly use Discord anymore. It's just like if you blink, 300 messages have gone by.
I was like, I can't keep up with this.
Yeah, I asked Brad to add me to it, and I was like, oh, I can't even comprehend.
Yeah, it's a weird amalgamation of like a lot of excited people and too much stuff going on.
Yes.
So I'm used to I'm a West Coast Cali boy. I always will be. I'm very used to that Disney lifestyle where you just kind of ride slow.
Yep.
You do like 3 rides with a churro in one hand and a Dole Whip in the other. And you walk up and the cast member's like, "Sir, you can't do that." It's like, okay, I'll come back in like an hour, whatever, bro. They're like, we'll see you in an hour. And I'm just gonna go sit and like watch people and maybe go ride Star Tour. So yeah, I'm not into the high speed velocity of like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll shout out lorcanacast. So for those who are listening, if you've never heard or listened to our show, our philosophy is education and entertainment, just like Walt Disney. So our team has been playing trading card games for like a collective, I think we said like 73 years. So
wow.
the idea we had was we want to take the knowledge and experience and the mistakes that we've made and share it with the community for Lorcana, because unlike a majority of trading card games, we've seen so many new people show up that don't even know what TCG stands for. They're like, "What's a TCG?"
Wait, seriously?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Disney. So you're gonna have.
Yeah. Had you asked me, I wouldn't have known unless besides you guys.
So we decided that we just talk about card games all the time, and we were like, well, let's make a show that can provide entertainment, education, and be as accessible as humanly possible. Because it's easy to get into a game and then immediately get overwhelmed by vernacular, terminology,
Yeah.
meta, all kinds of things that just kind of turn people off when it's like, hey, I just want to play this game with my family. What is an aggro? What is a control? What is a combo?
Yes.
So we decided, hey, we're going to make a very unique show that takes the information that's coming in, translates it as interestingly as possible, and then makes it digestible. So that way, if you're a professional player, if you're a brand new player, it doesn't matter how old you are, where you're from, this is content for you to enjoy. And that's what lorcanacast is all about, is having fun, talking about trading card games. And I mean, if you think about Walt Disney, that's a lot of his philosophy for
Mhm.
some of his
Yeah.
older content. He had, like the Davy Crockett movies, like that is very much edutainment, or
Yep.
like Swiss Family Robinson. And like there's all these films and TV shows he did where he interwove entertainment with education. I mean, even at Disneyland, did you guys get to see Mr. Lincoln?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Yep. We did.
Okay, that is one of my favorite attractions, and it is not technically a ride; it's a show. But like the production value of that show, because they did that in like the 19, what is that, the 57 or 67
Yep.
World's
Yeah, it's
Fair?
impressive.
Yeah, that show is decades old, and it's still
And
really
that
good.
whole area is so cool because of all of the history and the
Yeah.
pictures, and it really makes you realize what was put into that. So.
Oh yeah. But
I
if you
selfishly like Carousel of Progress better,
yes.
but
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. Okay.
you're also a Disneyland
And I also went
guy.
in way too late, so I fell asleep. So
I do love Carousel Progress. Technically, that was a Disneyland thing.
Yeah.
No, that was
Yeah.
yeah, it was, because then they moved it over to World couple years ago. But
Yeah.
if you think about it though, the philosophy of Mr. Lincoln, it's functionally correct. Something they did umpteen years ago is still good today. So
Mhm.
that drives us to make something that's really good now that you could listen to in a year or 2 years if Lorcana exists.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
we want it to be something that stands the test of time, not just a flash in the pan or clickbait. We really want to
Yeah.
make the best quality podcast humanly possible.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
Well,
Oh,
hey,
I
thank
should
you.
probably plug. I totally forgot. If you want to listen to our show, we're on
Yeah.
YouTube, Facebook, and the Twitter at lorcanacast. And then for the podcast itself, you can find us on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts. It's pretty much everywhere that podcasting exists. So just go on out there, give it a listen, let us know what you think, and man, just have fun. Whether you like us or not, enjoy your Lorcana journey. That's the most important
Yes,
thing.
Yes,
enjoy this community because it's
100%.
amazing.
Yeah.
I am super impressed, and I mean we both been in some trading card games. You've been in many more than me, but you've seen the toxic side of it, and
Ooh.
I have not seen that yet here, and I love that. So I'm sure we'll have it eventually.
It's very
But
limited right now. It is.
very very limited right now. It's
I think
Yeah, there
that's-
really isn't much toxicity.
no,
That's why I love it so much.
we've been overwhelmed with all the kindness. So
Yeah, everyone's been
been
really
awesome.
welcoming.
Yeah, it's a good community. Just something to note for people who are listening: the trading card game players really haven't arrived yet at the time of this recording.
I know that's
Yeah.
that's my
So
fear.
that's the big question. Once the
Yeah.
game is revealed and we have a rule book and
Mm,
product is available, trading card game players will come into the community.
yeah.
Not all of
Yeah.
them are great people. So
Well,
just
just remember that there is
Yeah.
going to be a lot of good of us good people out there as well. So and I think that's one thing I loved about Transformers. You had a lot of 40-year-olds that were just like, oh, I love this.
Yeah.
I love Transformers. And so you'd sit down, even when the competitive players got in, they still just love Transformers too. So it was another community that was great. And I feel like this will be like just that times 10 because of how many people love Disney. And yeah, I think it'll be good.
Yeah, I believe the community overall, you're correct. It'll be very positive. Honestly, the best thing you can do, anyone who's listening, really focus in on your local community.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The internet's going to be a cesspool of people who want to complain and fuss
Yep.
and prove that their ego is better than yours. Just ignore those people.
Yep.
If you have a great community in your local scene, that's really all that matters, because
That's all.
the people on the internet don't really matter. Let's be honest. They're not a part of your scene. They're not a part of your life. They're just people talking about stuff. So if you have a great community, maybe don't get on the Discord as often or don't get on Facebook as often. Just
Yeah.
enjoy your friends, enjoy the memories you make, enjoy the journey, and build that community to be a great place.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We have greatly appreciated it. And again, we'll see you in Gen Con.
Yeah, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
See you
Thank you
then.
so much for having me on. I really appreciated it.
Yeah, thank you
Awesome.
so much. All right, and now we are moving on to our new cards.
Yes.
All right, so we have Merlin. I think he looks great. And I will say, after seeing the parade
Yes.
with Merlin over in Disneyland, I'm super stoked about this card. Like, I watched Sword in the Stone, but it's been a really long time. But after seeing Merlin and his epic dance moves, I'm stoked.
They were pretty good.
Honest,
Merlin in the parade was hilarious. Go ahead, Gunnar. What do you think?
I think this card's actually really good. I mean, he's 4, which is pretty good for everything that he does. But then I think his supported is his best thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because he adds 3 power to someone.
It explains why some of the blue cards maybe weren't as good as we thought,
Yeah.
because now you can add
Because
3
now they're all more
power.
power. Because 3 power is a lot.
It's a lot.
Well,
That's-
because if you're attacking with something that's like 4 and the 3 power gets added onto that, that's enough to kill
It's a lot of
the
things.
the
Yeah.
Musketeer Mickey.
Well, just
It's
so you
enough to
guys
kill a
know,
lot of things.
with my deck, Merlin's going in ASAP as soon as we get those proxy cards.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, no, I think we can all agree, and that was just an outlet. What do you think of it, Tiff?
Oh, he's cute.
He does look cute,
And that is
doesn't
how
he?
Tiff
Yes.
judges cards. All right.
I want to see him do his dance though.
I
Like
know.
he did in the
He did
parade.
do an amazing
Right?
dance in the parade. All right.
So next we have Donald Duck, which is my favorite of the Fab Five.
So is Gunnar's.
Really?
Gunnar
I didn't
loves
know
it.
that. We're
Yeah,
totally
I'm
not.
goofy.
Donald Duck is my favorite Disney character.
He is number 1.
He's the one we didn't meet in person.
know.
We didn't. I know,
I was
and we
so
didn't get a
sad.
signature of his.
No.
That's I mean, we didn't have this card. We had his.
I think we
OG one.
only ever saw him once.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
There
That's
we
my
go.
Donald
That's
Duck.
Donald.
That's my Donald. So what do you guys think, Gunnar? I'll let you take this one. to
Well,
start.
he's a 5 cost with 4 attack, 3 power. He inks for 2 or lures for 2, and he has wards, so he's pretty good. I'm kind of biased because he's Donald Duck.
Right. I love his
And-
little handle on the bottom. Walk smarter, not harder.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a mech. I mean, can you go wrong with a mech?
I like his mech
No.
suit. It's
Yes.
really cool.
Right?
And like again, that also when that came out, I saw people on Twitter that were like, "Oh, it's not as high attack as like other cards at the same level." But then we got Merlin, so that explained a little
Yep.
bit.
I'm not gonna lie though. I think my favorite part of him is that his card is blue.
Yeah,
I think it's really good that they made him the blue one.
Yes.
The blue color.
you had to have at least one blue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that. 'cause that's
I
his
feel
color.
like we'll have one in every color, but
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think the Fab Five. I figure you will.
Oh,
but
yeah, I'm
maybe
sure.
not.
Next we have Zeus.
Another beefy boy.
he's beefy,
On
yeah.
the
Yeah,
card,
he is
his
big.
card isn't maybe, but he does have.
His rush is cool, and his challenger.
Yeah.
He can't be inked, but honestly, I don't even think that matters. In
Well,
this one.
would
Because,
you
like,
ever want to ink him? Really?
Well, yeah,
If you
because
wanted
Yeah.
he has rush, meaning he can attack on the turn he's played,
to. Yeah.
and he has challenger 4.
So yeah.
So
So
he
he's
is-
going
so-
to attack for 4.
Speaking from a sense of attacking, which is probably all you're gonna make him do, he's a 4/4.
Yeah.
He's a 4/4, and the nice thing is again, I think of like cards like what's the 3 not to fire the cannons, but the other one, Smash.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's very similar to Smash because it's a card that you can play, do 4 damage to something, which is like
Yeah.
what Smash does 3, and also probably survive maybe, where they have to attack into you. So,
Exactly.
I think it's great.
And next we have one of my favorite characters, Simba.
Simba. King.
The king has returned.
It's Prince on here though.
Yes, he's a
That's
prince.
a Storyborn hero Prince.
I just love the card art.
Oh, he's
Yes.
only a 1 cost.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
a one
he's only a
cost.
1
Okay.
cost. Throwback
Well, he's actually
90s
really
art.
good.
No,
Now.
That 90s.
Yeah, that 90s art with him standing with his like future in the back,
Yeah, that's
phenomenal.
great.
I think his ability is really good. I
Oh,
think the way that you
yeah.
can draw a card and then discard one is really good.
You can look through more of your deck. Like that's
Yeah,
one of the things. Like
really
in this
nice
game
too.
now, it feels like
There's
1,
no way
2,
to
3,
look
4,
through your
5,
Yeah.
and the game's over. Whereas now we're seeing cards that maybe will let you get through your deck a little quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is going to really help, and I hope that we see cards like him for other archetypes.
Yes,
Exactly.
Yeah. I hope that we see other cards
the
like
next
him.
one's your favorite.
Yes, Peter Pan.
We met
love.
him.
Yes,
We
we
did.
did. He was in the dance party that day.
And we tried to get him to interact in the parade, but he was too busy dancing every time.
Yeah, or making fun of other characters.
Yes, he
Yeah.
did that a lot.
Yep. But I love his evasive,
Yeah,
very Peter Pan-esque.
very thematic. Very
Yeah.
thematic.
Because that's who Peter Pan is.
Mm-hmm. What's
I-
the matter, Hook? Can't you fly? I love
love that.
flavor text.
And really, he's kind of just like middle of the road card.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes you where like
His evasive is nice.
I guess if purple, I was trying to think if there's any other green evasive. Just Genie. It
Yeah,
makes you where
Genie's
you can put
evasive.
like if you put Pascal in a deck, you have a Pascal on one, you have a 3 evasive in Peter Pan, then you have a Genie that's evasive as well. So you have like quite a few evasive cards you can put out.
Right.
Yeah, evasive is I think a really good
Yeah,
like thing to have.
for sure.
Yeah, it's good to have some evasive cards.
And on to Ariel.
Mhm.
I think she's really cool. I'm trying to remember the yellow Ariel. I think she's a 4/4, isn't she?
I think she's a
3/4,
3/4.
and
Three,
she can't
four.
sing songs.
That's
yeah.
right. She can't sing songs.
Mhm.
So I do like how this one has like whenever you play an item, you may ready this
Mhm.
character. I think that's really nice.
That really works
And
with what she does.
Yeah.
In the
Oh,
background of the
Because she
art, there's like Maurice's thing he was working
I
on
know.
in his lab. It's down under here, so that's kind of cool. And somebody joked and said, "Is that white wall tires for Lightning McQueen to make his glorious entry in chapter 2?"
That's true.
But yeah, that's kind of interesting. I thought about the card art because there's this whole story in this. Like that's what's so
Yeah.
exciting is, and I saw they announced there's going to be a comic book maybe. So,
You showed me that and
yeah,
I got
that's-
instantly excited.
Yeah,
It's like Disney comic books. I'm in.
Yeah, she's got a. Oh wait, you can.
The question is, I love her flavor text. I haven't even thought of that till this is just a hot take right now. It says, "You want thingabobs? I got 20." I wonder if there's 20 down there. We should count those
Oh,
later. It looks like
yeah.
there could be.
I think there might be.
Very close, but yeah, and 3/3. I mean, it's another princess
Yeah.
that you can play
Good
in your
for my
Stitch
deck.
deck. Yep. And
And next we have Maui.
He is a unit.
Yes.
He's an absolute unit.
Yes. Like even in the
Also-
parade when he was going down, he couldn't like wave his arms because
He's
they
a
were
big
too
boy.
big. That is this card in a T. Like
Yeah, he is. He
That's
costs
crazy.
8. He has 8 attack, 8 like health,
yeah,
and he inks for 3. He is big.
yeah, he's big.
He
He's
is big.
definitely big. I think in a ramp deck, he's pretty good.
Yeah. I
And-
think he's
And
only.
you almost have to play him with blue right now because that's the only ramp. So
Yeah,
like you play him blue gray, and you literally just
Yeah, he has to be in
you
a
bring
ramp.
out Maui and
He
you
has to be
destroy
in a
him.
ramp deck, or else I don't
Mhm.
think he'll ever get played.
and basically what you can do is you can keep them in bay with like fire the cannons,
Yeah.
and smashes.
Yes,
Until you can
yep.
get
Yep,
Maui out.
yep, and yeah.
Because once he comes out, he's gonna stay out for
Mhm.
a while.
Oh yeah.
He's a little scary.
Yeah.
Like-
He is kind of scary. Well, I mean, you have to get him out. That's
Right,
That's,
that's
his
the hard
only-
part.
The only problem is getting
That's like
him out.
the brave little Taylor Mickey. It's like you have to play him. In
You
the
ha-
ramp
yeah,
to
you
get him
have
out
to get him
almost
out.
before the game's over. And but there we go. That's kind of our take on the cards. Hopefully, I don't know. Maybe while we're recording, more were announced, but we'll do some hot takes on any that were announced after this. And
With
we'll-
how our things are going, I'm sure there will be.
Oh yeah, because July 4th.
Oh yeah, we got
we-
so many cards.
Yeah,
just over
since the
this
last
week.
time we
Yeah.
talked. So, all right,
All right, and now we have some movie tier lists.
all right. So guys,
So let's bring those out.
Okay.
if we remember last time we had Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, and S tier. We had Toy Story, Little Mermaid, Frozen, and Big Hero 6. Man, after watching the fireworks at Disneyland, Big Hero 6 wants to move up in my heart, but we're not touching
know.
Pocahontas, Wreck-It Ralph, and 101 Dalmatians. And we'll say we locked those in. The only thing we can change is where they are in the tier list. So if they're an A, they could move up an A or back
Right.
an A.
Right.
I think Big Hero 6 should be at top of A.
Okay.
I'm
actually.
I don't know why it's at bottom of A.
I don't know either. Well, Toy Story is pretty good, but
Yeah, but I really like Big
But let's
Hero
go into
6.
this Jungle Book, and Tiff, you can help us with this one since you've seen some of these. Jungle Book,
The classic or the remake?
the classic, the animated classic.
I would say A maybe, or I would say A or B.
Mm-hmm.
It's interchangeable between the two.
I really don't care. I've never really liked.
I love
You
Jungle
got
Book.
those bare
Bare
necessities.
I mean, there is
I mean,
Baloo.
that's
I love Baloo. I love King Louie. The only reason I would put
I'm
it
torn
in,
between A and B.
The only reason I would put it in B is just because of
What movies are in A?
We
Yeah.
could put it at a high B. High B.
I would say
plus.
high B is good.
Behind Pocahontas.
Yeah, because
Or-
I like Pocahontas more than Jungle Book.
What about Wreck-It Ralph?
I say Wreck-It Ralph is good where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay. And 101's good there.
Yeah.
All right, classic one we saw, Aurora, Sleeping Beauty.
This is probably a hot take, but I would almost put it in C.
I would too.
Yeah.
I don't like
care
the old
for it.
animated
It's
cartoons.
not. Yeah, I mean, it's
Like,
not bad, but it's not
I'm-
great.
Right.
Out of all the Disney princesses, she's probably my least.
For once,
favorite.
I'll
Me
agree.
too.
I'll agree with Leah on this one. Although
Yeah.
she had the prettiest dress in the parade.
She did.
She
Her dress was
did.
gorgeous. It was this pretty
Wow.
pink blue number.
Yeah,
Oh.
we didn't talk about this, but Leah did get bippity boppity booed.
She
did.
did.
She got pixie dust.
I did. I got pixie dusted. It took a lot to wash my hair this morning. It kind of hurt my soul.
Yeah.
You watched the pixie dust go down the drain.
I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
All right, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
It's a pretty good
That's,
movie.
that's classic.
I think its age does show. Definitely.
I would say C.
Its age definitely
Maybe-
shows.
Oh, I'd get
A
that
low
one up to
B.
B.
A
Maybe
low B.
like
A
this
low
class.
B.
It's got the dwarfs in it, guys.
But
I do
again,
love
it's
the
one of the
dwarfs.
things that started it all.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
You're right.
Monsters Inc.
A.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it
I
go
was-
above Frozen?
It definitely
Yes,
goes above
for
Little
me.
Frozen.
Mermaid?
Yes.
It goes above Little
Toy
Mermaid.
Story?
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
For me, it would, but I'm
gonna
good
go
with
with
it.
Monster. Yeah, I just love Toy Story. Sorry.
I was obsessed with Sully. I love
Yeah,
him. He's so cute.
Might not be as popular as the take. Again, please comment on what you think of our tier list and if you disagree or agree with these choices. Goofy movie.
That one's seen a resurgence lately.
It has.
I
It has.
love
Powerline is a huge.
I like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eye to Eye is
Do we
such
put
a
it in
good
A?
song.
It
I would
is-
say
I
A.
like
It
a
has
Goofy
been.
movie.
I think I've only ever seen it once, and
Oh,
it
we
may
should-
have been when it first came out.
Please,
Yeah.
please do not put a Goofy movie under Frozen.
Okay.
Yeah, put it above Frozen.
Okay, yeah, you guys outweigh me there. I like Frozen.
I like
personally.
Frozen.
I like Frozen. I just feel
Rescuers Down Under, man. I
Oh,
have so
you
much
guys
nostalgia.
just watched this one.
Yeah, I have so much
I-
nostalgia with this one.
I would say C.
No,
B. I would say B.
It's a B. It's
That's
actually-
gotta
it's
be.
actually
Have you?
decent
When's the last
and
time
good.
you watched it?
It's been a really long
Okay.
time.
Go
our
watch
kids
it.
just recently watched Rescuers
Yes.
and Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, okay.
The lady.
Oh yeah, that is
who,
the
like,
Rescuers, isn't it? Not Rescuers.
Or the Stork's really funny. I really like the Stork.
It's
that
been a
carries
real.
them.
I guess I should rewatch it. It's been a really long time.
It was really gonna get hard when we go and figure out where in the tiers they go.
This is true.
Nemo.
Nemo's A.
I would say A. It's a
I
quotable
like
movie.
Nemo.
I can put it behind
I'm gonna
Frozen.
put it behind Frozen though.
Yeah.
But A is good.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Peter Pan. Leah's
Leah
automatically.
just goes
I'm gonna say
Leah's
I
S
think,
tier.
No, I think Peter Pan.
Leah's
is
like
an
S plus plus.
Yeah.
S
Peter,
tier?
Peter Pan is an S. It's a good movie.
It's so good.
I mean, there's like
I would say
stuff in
A
it.
plus.
There's definitely
plus.
stuff in it that hasn't aged very well.
put it. Yeah,
But it's a good movie.
I'll put it before Little Mermaid. Is that alright?
that's good.
Behind Monsters Inc.
Yeah, that's fine.
The Incredibles. Man, this is good. This is
This is
good.
getting hard.
I know. I want to put all these.
Now,
in
if you
A.
were to ask our 5-year-old daughter, she would tell you that
Yes.
it is an S S S
S
S
tier.
plus.
Yeah,
But
A. Boy.
B.
they have a
I
good
would say
coaster.
B. Yeah, it's an incredible coaster.
I'd say high B though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say
Coco.
about Pocahontas.
I love Coco.
I
so
love-
pretty.
And it really breaks my heart with the spoiler alert,
Can-
the grandma
can
at
Coco
the
be
end.
A?
Yes.
Just because, like,
Can Coco be A?
I think so.
I think so.
It's a great movie.
All right. Cars.
I think that's
I really liked Cars as a
S
kid,
tier?
and I still think it's pretty good.
I have such an unpopular opinion about Cars. Like, I liked
Oh, it's
Cars,
such a good
but I
movie.
didn't like.
Their land at Disneyland is
The
beautiful.
We're
land
not
is
going by
gorgeous.
lands here, honey.
I know.
But it's like, for me, it's probably a B. But
High B. It is.
I'd
it's,
say
it's
A.
It's a high B.
Low A,
or
high
middle
B.
A. Somewhere between.
It is really good though.
somewhere
good.
between
I
top of
enjoy
B
it.
and middle of A. I think is
You
where
could put it
should
right
go.
after Coco on A,
yeah, I would say low
I
A.
would go in front of it.
or
Incredibles.
very
Yeah, go in
very
front of the
front
Incredibles.
B list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. That's fine. Brave.
Oh, I
Oh, I
love
love
C
Brave.
tier.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
Gunnar got bit.
Yeah,
and then we went and
I
watched
did
it.
get scared as a
Yes.
kid when I watched Brave.
love
I would say
Brave.
I'd put it in B somewhere.
I don't
I
really
can't.
care for
I don't
it.
Above
think
101 Dalmatians.
101.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I would
fair.
say that. Maybe above Wreck-It Ralph. Too.
Yeah.
Oh, we just had a truck go by and made some loud
Big
noises.
trucks.
Sorry about that.
Anyways, let's see. Let's save that one. Ratatouille.
I like it. I think it's an S. Ratatouille's really good.
Ratatouille
Yeah,
is great.
Ratatouille
I mean,
is good.
tier.
It
I
can
wouldn't
be
say it's
lower
S.
Ratatouille
I would say-
doesn't have to be high S. It can be lower S. I just think it's really
I
good.
honestly think it would be more of a A tier because once you get into the later points of Disney, we're gonna come in with a lot of S's.
Yeah, you're right.
So
You're right.
I wouldn't put it in S. I'd say a high A.
Yeah,
After
Ratatouille's high
Monsters,
A.
Inc.
Yeah.
But I would prefer that it be between Monsters Inc. and Toy Story.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't have to be.
No, I think that's
I just personally like it more than Monsters Inc.
It's good.
Onward.
That was a
An
good
underrated
one.
movie.
It was
Such
different.
underrated.
I feel like it
Yeah.
is very underrated.
It's
well,
very-
it came out in like the middle of COVID.
It came
did.
in literally in the middle of COVID, so
Yeah.
it did not have
It
a
was
big
like the
premiere.
middle of 2020.
Yeah.
But it's a good movie.
I
Somewhere
could
in the
see.
B's.
I
I
could
like
see
the
it in the
magical
B's. I
stuff
can
of
see
it.
it in the B's.
Yeah. I would
Above
s-
Wreck-It Ralph. Above
Yeah.
above Brave,
Jungle
above Jungle
Book,
Book.
Pocahontas.
Probably right.
Right
Right
after
there.
Incredibles is good. Yeah.
Yeah. All
Oh
right.
well, we know
All
what
right,
Leah's gonna think
we
about
know
this
where this
one.
one's
Lilo and
going.
Stitch is S. Don't
Okay,
even lie.
so we're going A.
No.
No, we're going A.
S. It is S.
I
You've
think
not
it's
even
S.
seen the whole thing.
I
No,
haven't
I
seen
think
it
that
in a
Lilo
very
and
long
Stitch.
time.
I think Lilo and Stitch.
Okay,
is
we're gonna go
Lilo and
S
Stitch
tier.
is S.
Okay, here's what we have.
Subject to
Here's
change.
where we're at, guys. We each get one, no matter what.
Okay.
That we can put in S tier. This is Leah's.
Kind of like a golden buzzer on
Yeah.
America's Got
What
Talent.
was
Yes.
Aladdin yours?
Lilo and
No,
Stitch
we
is
all
mine.
agreed on that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying like
Yeah,
if we
like
don't agree.
I
on it,
don't
we
know
get
that I'd
one.
agree that it's an S tier movie.
It is
It
S
has
tier.
making a big, huge resurgence. Like
Oh,
literally,
huge.
Stitch was mentioned at Disney and people went crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
they're making a live action remake.
Yeah, we're not.
I'm
gonna-
not
We're not
excited
going to
about
talk
that.
about that.
Yeah.
Did you see Stitch
No,
on
I
there?
don't.
Kinda like
I don't
Weirdo,
like.
we don't talk
I
about
don't like
Bruno.
it.
We don't talk
I
about
don't like it.
Stitch.
I'm just saying it is having a resurgence in the sense that
It
they're
is.
making a
It
new
is.
one.
I've
But
been obsessed
I
with
don't
this
like
since
it.
2002.
Cool.
In my defense.
Well, anyways, that's it. So right now in S tier we got Aladdin. So you can agree or disagree. We'd love to hear your comments. We have Aladdin as the top of S tier. Do we want to? We can actually talk about this for a second. Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, Stitch. Like
Yes.
we can.
I think that's good.
that's
As
good.
is.
Everybody's pretty
That
good
is
with
good
that.
for
Which
us.
Beauty and the Beast is it?
Well, it's
The
just
old
the
one.
animated
Old one,
one.
okay.
Yeah, we're not doing any live action. A tier is Big Hero 6 on the top of that, which we almost later on would have maybe moved him to S, but we're not moving anything after that. Toy Story, Ratatouille, Monsters Inc., Peter Pan, Little Mermaid, Goofy Movie, Frozen, Little Nemo, Little Nemo,
Nemo.
Finding Nemo, and then Coco. Is there any changes there that you guys see?
I
No.
think that's fine.
I think that's good.
I'm good
Yeah.
too. Cars, Incredibles, Onward, Pocahontas, Jungle Book, Brave, Wreck-It Ralph, 101 Dalmatians, Snow White, and the Seven Dwarfs, and Rescuers for B tier.
Rescuers should maybe go above Snow White.
Yeah.
I can say
Yeah.
maybe above 101.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
thinking that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because 101.
Okay, I'm gonna use my golden buzzer. I'm moving
Ooh, do you wanna
Cars
use it this
up
early?
to A.
Oh, you're moving yours up
Yeah.
to. I thought you were
Oh,
gonna.
I can see that.
I
I thought
the
you could
golden
move it up
buzzer
You
to
can
was-
move it to
five.
S, but I don't think it's an S movie.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not an S.
It's not an S movie, but I am gonna actually put it before Toy Story.
All right, so then you.
I'm
you
done.
Are,
Yep,
your
mine.
golden
I'm
buzzer's
done.
gone.
I just absolutely love Cars.
I can understand.
I am
that.
the only one with a golden buzzer now.
Yes, you are. I
What
guess.
about me?
I mean, if you
You're a
join
guest.
us, if you join
Do guest
us,
stars get golden buzzers?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So next time when we
When we do-
time we do Winnie the Pooh,
Yes, exactly.
but he cannot go in S tier.
Or Mary Poppins. He
Oh,
would go
well, that's
directly
movies.
to.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, this is true.
I mean,
this is
technically, you could call it an animated.
true. I mean,
And
it's
And then by itself, Poor Sleeping Beauty is in the bottom in the
She's
S.
on
In
the
the
Sleeping
C
Beauty
tier.
is currently.
I'm
the
interested to
lowest
see
at C
if
tier.
do we have any D or F? That's the question.
I don't think.
I don't
we're gonna
know.
have- I mean there's that Atlantis movie. I don't.
So,
Oh,
You
is
haven't
it
seen it,
good?
though.
So good.
I haven't seen it. It might be really good. I don't
It
know.
is
Yeah, there's
so
quite a few
good.
movies we have to watch, so we may just put those in a haven't seen and then finish this tier list, and then maybe talk about it later on. Like do a tier list with our haven't seen.
And how deep are these cuts going? Are we talking like 50s and 60s movies, like animated?
We're
like...
doing
We're doing all of
movies.
them. Yeah, all of them.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So it's gonna
Anyways.
get rough.
Yeah,
I mean, all of them that are on here. So they actually, I don't know if there's any real old ones on here. But I mean, anyways, that's enough for our tier list as we talk about movies. People might get tired of us talking about that.
So the trivia questions on our cards.
Yep. So we said we could do any of the new cards we talked about. I will go first this time. And mine is on Simba.
Okay.
And it is, what is the next line? I'm gonna be a mighty king like no king was before. ... How's that finish?
I'm gonna be a mighty king.
I'm brushing up. I'm looking down. I'm working on my roar.
Yep.
Oh, I'm brushing up. I'm looking down. I'm working on my roar. Good job, guys. Well done. And just sing it out a little bit. but
Yeah.
you got it.
I guess I'll go next then.
Yes.
How many feature-length films has Donald been in?
Oh gosh.
Oh my word, that's a tough
Oh,
one.
Or
no.
not feature-length, full-length films. I don't know if that matters.
I don't know if it matters either, but I have no clue.
5?
6.
Oh
Yeah.
my
We're
goodness.
one off.
I was gonna guess 6.
Where are you?
Yeah,
All right,
sure you were.
Go ahead, Leah.
What did Peter Pan leave behind in Wendy's room?
His shadow?
Ah, you beat me to it.
Yep. He
Tiff,
left-
you have a trivia question.
Well, it's kind of in conjunction with Gunners.
Okay.
How many cartoons
All of them.
has... Well, no. No. How many cartoons has Donald Duck
Oh boy.
been? How
and
many
basically
films?
anyone with Mickey
now,
in
not
it, right?
necessarily... Yeah, they don't have to be named after... How many films? Like,
And he just has been like featured in it like for even just a
Uh-huh.
split second.
I'd say.
Wait, is this
25?
films or shows?
This-
What does it say?
Donald Duck has appeared in more theatrical films than any other Disney character. How many times?
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Now I'm gonna say 35.
I'm gonna guess 30.
I'm going with like 35.
Donald Duck has been in more than 190 films.
Wow.
That's insane.
Crazy. He makes a lot of cameos too.
He does.
Yeah,
Like,
he
I
does.
think of that.
he
Even in
does.
live action.
It's been more than any other Disney character.
That's
That's
Wow.
so crazy, even more than
Yeah.
Mickey.
Yeah, I can't believe he's been more than Mickey.
Yeah, Donald Duck has
crazy.
appeared in more
'Cause he's-
theatrical films than any other Disney character because he's always the sidekick to somebody.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
So if it's like a goofy movie, Donald might be in it.
That's
Yeah.
true. You
Well,
have a good point.
I want to end with shouting out our Twitter follower at KFloyd, Kim, which was Ohioan, which was awesome. Thanks for following us, and we'll get you out a card. I haven't got to send her out what cards we got, but we did get a ton. We got all the Mickey signed. We got a Goofy signed, both Goofies actually. We got Rapunzel. We got
Princess
Most of
Aurora.
the
Aurora.
princesses, yeah.
We got a lot of the princesses. We got
Aladdin.
3 Stitch cards
Yes,
signed.
we
we
did.
did get
Yes, we
Aladdin in
did.
the middle of the street, which was
Yep.
rare. And so we'll send out a group of those pictures so you can see them. And like I said, if you want to be entered into that, again, follow us on Twitter, but also subscribe to us on YouTube, because once we hit 25 subscribers, we're going to give away another one. And then every 25 subscribers, we'll give away one up to one of our Twitter followers. And so be following us on both places. But yeah, that's all I have. So Leah, you want to give us an outro?
Well, thank you for joining us today, and thank you for listening in. Don't forget to follow us on all platforms, YouTube, Twitter, and just keep on listening, and just ink it.
That's right.
Just
ink
ink it.